Okay, guys, I came online today to show you people a software I came about with. So, I've been working on this project for some time now, and this is actually to help people, those who have stores, business people, especially those dealing in the electronic brand, because there is a lot of problems they face. They always say the police is your friend. Yeah, that's because they are always moving with the police people, not because they are bodyguards, but because they always have problems. Consider someone sells you a phone today and then they steal the phone from you and go back to that person to sell. Maybe they catch him and you bought the phone. You are in trouble. You're in trouble. Even people who are buying phones or laptops or computers, other electronics, they are not even secured because of this. So I came up with this software. So the software is actually a data center. So if each shop or a store or each business have a data center, it eliminates that issue of verifying the authenticity of a product, if actually someone sold it to you or not. So with this, you will have to own your own product, your data center. So if I come to you tomorrow and say you sold me this phone and I don't even have the receipt, maybe something happened, the receipt got missing, you won't be wondering, but did he sell? Because some people come across thousands of customers a day and they cannot even remember which customer is which. And even if it's true that they sold this phone, for example, if you sell a phone, then I go and change that phone and I come back to you 2 months after or 3 months after, and I tell you that you sold me this phone and I would like to change it. First of all, there is no way I can verify if that is the exact phone or that is the exact laptop that I sold to you. But today, with the help of a data center, which the admin section I call it big data, you can verify to know if this person is telling the truth or not. Because I have your data, it is stored in my data center. So I will obviously just take the phone, look at the serial number, and type on my system. So when I type on my system, I will know if truly this is the same product. If I find it on my system, then I'll check if, yeah, it's from you. So for example, what you see here is the dashboard. So the total stocks you have, they will be available here. Here you see my country is Cameroon, so I use CFR for the product. I use CFR as price. You can change the price. I'll show you how you can do that. So you see a number of customers here and the number of suppliers. So if you make profit or loss, here you'll find everything, the sales review, everything here. So here you will see your last 10 recent sales, most recent sales, the last 10. You'll find it at this section. And then here we have the light and the dark mode. So if you choose, if you love working in the light mode, okay, you can use the light mode. For me, I'm a developer, so I always go for the dark mode. So I switch it back to the dark mode. So this is the dashboard. Whenever you log in, this is what you'll find. And if you want me to remove my logo from here, because it says developed by Crystal Code, so yeah, here, and it has my link. Should in case you buy the product or you take it, you have an issue with it, you can just click down here. You will go to Crystal Codes, and at Crystal Codes you can contact me, or you leave your query at the contact page. You just fill the form with your issue, you leave it there. So here, when you click on product, you see that I have added some dummy products just for the sake to show you through the application. So If you want to add a product, you click here. You can add a new category at this end, or you add a new product. So let's consider we want to add a new product. This window pops up here. So when this window pops up here, you put in the product name, you put in the serial number, and then you select the status. Is it a used, fairly used? Fairly used means it is a second-handed that was imported and is still looking so new. But used means it's really used. Yeah. So you set the cost price and you set the minimum price, you set the quantity and the description. So you select a category. I created a default category here called iPhone. So here you can add, if you don't have a category, you can create the category here at the time. Here you can click here to create a new category at the time of creating a product. So if the product does not actually have a category, you can create it here. So if consider you come here, you don't find any category, you can just create one and you click on add product. So I won't be creating any because I don't want to fill up my database. So now you will see the product that you created here, the product name, the serial number, the phone. If it's the category, you'll see phone, whatever category. Even for those who are operating stores for groceries and stuffs like that, you can still do it. Supermarkets, everything. The reason I'm emphasizing on electronics is because of its unique features, the ability of a database. That's why I'm emphasizing on electronics, because it has unique features for that. So we come here, you see this area, it shows used and it's indicating reselling as status. This area showing used and it has reselling, they are for products. Consider you buy a phone from me today and tomorrow or 1 month later you come and swap that phone. So when I buy back the phone from you, it will go back into my stock. So it will identify the serial number that this particular product has come back to me. So it will show here reselling. You have already used it and you are bringing it back to me to swap for another one. So it will show here reselling. So for products that have not yet been sold, it will only show here. If it's a new product, it will show. If it's fairly used, it will show. Now for this other product here, you see sold and it's showing reselling. However, it's showing sold and reselling here because I made the quantity here up to 3. So if I put it to 0, it will show sold only and it will not show this reselling in the bracket. This means that I sold the product to you, you bought the product. When you brought the product to me, I bought it back and then I sold the product again, which means you came with your phone that was bought from me or your computer that was bought from my shop and I bought it back from you. So it will initially show reselling, it is used and is reselling. So those are for reselling products. And then here, when I sell back that product, it will show red that it is sold. It has been sold out again. So you can search, if you can filter products here by name, you can filter products by price. So you sort products, you can use name iPhone, or you can check by price. You can check by a maximum range of price. So here, this is one great feature here under the sales. So under the sales area here, we have here you can make sales from an existing stock. Let me refresh this. So the internet is a little bit slow. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so for this section, you can make sales from existing stock, or you create a new product and you sell. So You necessarily don't need to sell a product that is already that you have created, because going to create a product you come and sell is a long procedure. For those people who are lazy too much, like me, to program, so for those people who are lazy, you don't have time to register all your products in stock. You can register them when at the point of sales. So you just come, you click on create new product, you fill this form, you select the category, and when you select the category, you make the sales, you fill everything, you put description, and this description, if you have additional information to put about the person or whatever, you can put here on the product. Then you take add product. So when you take add product, it should automatically take you to the sales page. So it should automatically take you to the sales page, and here you will see the list of products you have sold. So when you click on a particular product, you will see the product details and the customer who bought that product down here. So if we come here, I click on this product to sell, you see it is showing reselling, used and reselling. So I come here, I can click to look for a customer. I can ask for your name or just your phone number. So if I have your phone number, I can just I just ask for your phone number, you give me a phone number, I write. Or if I have your name, just by starting your name, you see here the customer name is already available here. So if it's a new customer, you don't need as well to go creating a new customer from the customer base. You just come here, you take add new customer, you put the customer's name, the customer email, and the phone number. So you take create customer. So when you create the customer, you come to this section. Pricing is dynamic, which means that the price you created the product with, you might want to sell on negotiable basis, which means you people can renegotiate the price and you sell. So you can just come here, you click the actual price you are selling. So you see it is showing you here, I created this product with a minimum price of 330 francs CFA. So I am not supposed to sell less than that price. If you try to sell less than that price, it will tell you cannot sell less than that price, because that is the minimum price and you'll be making a loss. So I come here and I put, let me say I'll be selling it for 500 francs. So if I'm selling for 500 francs, you see it showing me here to select a payment method. So it's maybe the person could be selling by cash, and I'll mention the amount. So I may have just like 400 as cash payment, and I have the balance to pay by another payment method, maybe mobile money or credit card or bank transfer. So you see it automatically puts the balance here for you. So you just have to select balance. So from here I will select, maybe let me say mobile money, and then I click on complete sales. So I have not filled in some fields, so it's telling me to complete all fields. So let me see the area I have not filled. Okay, I did not select the customer, so let me click again. Okay, so successfully, so you see it shows down here successfully, sales completed successfully. So when you do that, you can, the window will automatically close. So the products you have sold, it will have a status here of sold, so if I just refresh the windows, you see the product is showing here as sold, and the quantity in this one has reduced, and it is showing here as sold. So you see this one, it was showing before, it was showing old, but now it is showing sold. So it's still showing this reselling because I added more than one in the cart. For it is happening for products that I sold them and I bought them again. So these are only for products because during my testing, I made these products, I sold them, and I had to buy them again. So that's why they are showing there. We move over to purchases. So at the purchases, you will see all the purchases you made, everything concerning the purchases you made, and you can even view the purchase record here. So when you click on record purchase, now you can choose if you are recording a new product or you are making an existing product. So it could be an existing product you are buying. So all you have to do, you enter supplier's name and you search the product serial number. Like I told you, you can sell an old product. I told you, you can sell an old product. So here, if you are selling an old product and the person came with it, you can buy that same product. So that's, you are actually buying an old product back from the person. So if the product was already in your system, you just have to, you leave this off. You don't toggle this on, because if you toggle it on, let me show you, it will say you should register a new product. So you have to register a new product, everything new. But now we leave it off here. So when we leave it off here, you will have this form showing here. So for this form, you will have to search the serial number, you search the supplier. If the person, let me say, it was a supplier, who took the phone from you, okay, you look for the supplier. But in this case, I think there are customers that will mostly be selling those products to you. So in this case, they are mostly your customers. So you just have to switch to customer and you search for the customer, because the customer, the person bought the phone from you. So if in the case where you have here is a new phone, you have to take supplier. You take note of this. If it's a new phone, you have to take supplier. Or let me not be using phone always. If it's a new product, you have to take supplier, because the person is selling to you and the person is not yet in your database. But if it's a product that they are coming to swap and you already have the product in your system, you sold it to the person comes back to change it. So you have to select customer, and then you toggle this off. You toggle it off. So when you toggle it off, you have the place to select the product, everything, you put the description, and then you save purchase. So when you save purchase as the old product, it will show here. You see, like I made these examples, you see it shows supplier. So if you do for customer, it will be showing customer, and it shows the supplier here. Everything is available. So when you do that, it will show you, like I explained here, it will display here as reselling. But if it's a first time product, it will show you here that it's a first time product. But if the product is reselling, it will show you here that it's reselling. And then here you can choose to view the product detail, or you edit the product. So you can edit information about the product. I can put the quantity to 1. I can do whatever I want. So we move on to the next step, which is the analysis. So in the analysis here, you are able to download an income statement for all your transaction. So you see here sales, you see purchase, and you see the gross profit. So all your sales will be here, your purchases will be here, and then the profit will be here. So when you sell, it will equate and it give you a profit. So up here you can choose to export your income statement for the period, and you can decide to choose a date from here. You can choose a date from when to when. Okay, so we move on to the search page. So in this search page, I can actually use it to search for anything I want. Let's say a customer comes and tell me, okay, I bought this item from you and I want to change it. So I can choose to ask to know if this customer has bought from me before. I can ask your phone number. I come to the search, I search, if I also want to know about the phone, I can just ask the serial number. Let's say I have an example of this one. So it shows here, you see, it's showing the serial number. You see here showing sold, and it's showing the name of the item. So you can do the search like that, and then you know if actually this person sold. So like I click on it. So when I click on it, you will see that this phone was sold to this particular customer here, and this is the contact information. So I can as well know the entire history of this phone just from here. How many times have the phone gone out? How many times did it come in? So like here you are seeing here, the phone was sold here and the phone was purchased here. So on the 8th the phone was sold, on the 8th it was purchased. So I can choose any of these customers. I can click on this customer. I see more details about the customer, the number of items this particular customer has bought. So this is the power of the search area. Let me take it over again. You see the power of the search area. So consider I search an item. I click on it. So when I come here, I will see how many times this item has gone in and has come out. So I will go through all the times the item has gone in and has come out. So I will look for this customer and I will click. I see everything you have bought from me. So you look, this customer, this particular customer, this is the transaction. It's showing here total transactions to last transaction date was this date here. So you see on February 8th I sold this to the customer, and it was this iPhone X, and this is the serial number. It was sold for this amount. And on this other date here, we have this serial, this iPhone 15 with this serial number, and here. So all the history of this particular customer with us, you can actually see it. You see it in your system. So we close it, and then we move to the contact. So at the contact page, you have the supplier and the customer. So this is the customer. I can click to view this customer. It shows we have not, this customer has no transaction with us. Let me pick another customer. So I view this customer. Okay, so you see this customer has transactions with us. So I can look at this customer. You say you bought this phone from me. So what is your name? You say your name, and I just come to the customer base. I look for your name, and then I click on it, and I go through like, okay, you say you bought this, so let me see what else did you do. You bought this phone, you bought this phone. Okay, that's great. I close it, we move to the next. As well here, you can add customer, you can edit customer information. Like you see, this one has no address. I put this one here, symbol. This one has no address. So this was the customer we created earlier. So you can just click here, you add the address, and then you update. As well, you can choose to delete a customer detail. So in the setting page, you can come here. I won't emphasize more about this one because this is for role management and stuffs like that. So you, if you wish to add role, like have more user, so you can see this is a role staff here, role admin, and then we move on. So anybody, this section is open to anybody. Maybe I go to another store somewhere and they ask me, where did you buy the phone from? I will say I bought it maybe from JBC store, or I bought it from Pablo Escobar, and they will just say, okay, let's go and check the JBC store if truly he bought this product from JBC. So they might just enter the serial number here, partially or complete. So you see it will show here yeah, this is the iPhone, this is it, verifies sales that truly this phone was bought at JBC. So they can choose now to call JBC store and ask, or whichever store I bought it from, they can choose to call it and ask, did this can you give us the customer name for this? But at least it is already verified that this phone was sold. So I can't put it that they will leak customer details here at the front end. You just need to know that, yeah, actually the person is telling the truth that this phone was bought here. So let's look at a case where the phone was not bought. Let's see what it will show you. So you see, product not found. We couldn't verify this product in our database. Please check the serial number and try again. So if you are with the police, you only have to explain where you took the phone from or whoever gave you. So this is big data, and the data center developed by me, uh, the owner of Crystal Code, and I can't develop any other software. However, I have another software coming up, a school management system for those who have schools and they wish to manage their teachers. And attendance should be online. Students should be able to find their results directly online in their school portal, not that stuff they put the result on the board and then people go stressing their eyes to look at it. So I am coming up with another software for school management system, so just stay tuned. However, I am offering a discount to the first 10 people who will get the software. You have a 1 year free hosting. Note, it cannot be hosted on a cPanel that easily. So the database needs to be set up, because the database is not the kind and I cannot mention the database type, but it is a Postgres database. So I won't mention it, but if you want to use it, it cannot work with the normal cPanel that people use. So we will have to set it up for you and then you use. So if you need it, first 10 people have 1 year hosting free. For pricing or any other inquiries about it, you can get to me at Crystal Code. You leave your contact information, maybe your WhatsApp number or your email at crystalcode.org. I will leave the link somewhere there, so you can get to me, you make more inquiries about it. And if you need it, special modifications added to it for your own need, I can as well get the special modifications done. And then if you need the entire source code, I can provide it as well at an arranged price. So thank you, and stay tuned for the latest updates that are coming.